Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio Inbetwixt. I wasn't too pleased with how that last episode ended, middled, started, all of those things. But we ended up in a situation with all the beacons plugged in that we're starting to get a little low on power. So I wanted to do something about that. And we just have all these reactors down here doing a whole lot of nada. So it seemed like a good time to go ahead and get them plugged in. Yeah. And let's turn our robots on because I know some of these are off, and a lot of people are saying that some of this is off as well. Where is it? I missed one of these. Ah, I bet it's you. Yes, you do not stretch that far. I listened to you. I had every intention of going back and working on that as soon as we went back to do nuclear stuff, and I did. It just took me a little while. All right, let's get that connected so that we can get these guys all plugged up. This is off, correct? Yes, that is off. While the robots are filling up the nuclear fuel there, let's go ahead and head down here and make sure that all of these are hooked up, because we were out of pipes whenever I was building all this last time. And hopefully all these stretch. It appears so. I guess we can check up here. This would probably be the best indicator on if we are getting water in all of them, and it appears like we are. Okay, some of them have nuclear fuel. Some of them do not. All right, it was also pointed out that with this system, the way it is operating now, it will not work because this guy is waiting. This guy right here is waiting for an empty before he will do an insertion, and we don't have any empties. So luckily, we had about 215 of them just kind of hanging out in the main base. And there's other ways we could handle this, but boy, this sure works as well. And I like works. And when we get our next nuclear reactor set up, we may revisit that. Okay, so that should be good. Everybody has fuel here. Everybody has 4 fuel because that's how much fuel. Even though we're requesting 1, since the robots carry 4, they're gonna bring us 4. And it gives us kind of a nice little min-max there. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And let's go on for 10. I want to prime this by turning on all of the reactors. And once they all get running, we can scale it back to maybe like 4. And we'll see. I'm getting concerned that in the creative world, when I was testing this, we were running 10 for a very long time. I'm worried that the pipes won't get heated up fast enough for it to be overly effective. I'm sure it'll be fine. How much are we keeping here? 12. Let's bump that up to maybe like. Let's see. We have 10. Reactors, they're each going to hold 40 or 4, so that would be 40, and then we've got another 4 there. Let's just make it an even 50 all day long, and we'll process some of this uranium that I just happen to have a lot of that was hanging out at the base, so I thought I would pick it up. You're done. That's good. What are you set at? You're set at less than 100. I think I actually want to set that to 0. So we will not process any more uranium until all of that uranium is gone. And yeah, we've got a ton of it. So that'll be getting going. This thing is completely backed up right now. Let's get it processing some more. I do think I want to get to the point where we are running all of our stuff off nuclear fuel because I think we're where we can manage it right now. But I think that's all I want to do here right now. Once this power kicks on. That's just the 4 reactor setup. Let's throw a radar down here as well. Why are you showing as yellow? I don't, I'm afraid to go through that menu again. Yeah, radar. I do have a radar. Fantastic. Let's plop that right about there. You're set to 4. You are on. We are up to 500, so you guys should be boiling some steam here. Yeah, there we go. All right, that is what I want to see. All right, I think that is good for nuclear right now. I am going to hop in the train here and head down to the module making facility and fix some interesting things that happened in the last episode. So let's come down here and see what kind of mess that I made. Something that I observed very shortly after the last episode ended are these guys right here. As soon as we took these assembling machines out, these guys grabbed copper because, of course, they did. Why wouldn't they? And that's clogged up our green circuit makers here. So let's go ahead and just replace all these. So that they run again. That'll be a good spot for us to be in. I like creating green circuits. And let's just take a look here at our robots. Okay, that's taking us down to a less reasonable amount of robots that we have in the system. Which is okay. That is actually expected. I wanted to come over here and grab some of these guys right here. Speed modules, that's what we call those. And let's grab some of these productivity modules out of here as well. And if I was a min-maxer, I would have waited for that bar to complete, but I did not do that, so I'm not going to. Okay, let's come over here. You guys are like full and full in there. You buffer 100 in there. But you're the only thing using that, so I'm not concerned about it. What do we have your request at? We have your request at 100. I think I'm good with that. I think we can actually get by with less for these, but I think I'm okay with that. Okay, let's come over here and visit you guys. I want to take these extra speed modules. Please. That's weird. Why wasn't it letting me? Oh, okay, so there's like an icon there, and if you click on the icon, it doesn't work. But I don't know. I just work here. Okay. There we go. I wanted to make sure that we had this set up right here beaconed up in the middle. You are missing productivity modules, so let's get those in there for you. Boy, it's hard to see my mouse cursor. Okay, you're there now. I want to set a request in here for copper, 330, and then a request for iron in there. It's the same. Yeah, I knew that. That totally makes sense. All right, and increase that request right there. So that should be the same. You guys are long-handed inserters currently. I'm going to back that up to just like 1 stack, though I'm not going to copy that around, so I don't even know why I bothered. All right. Yeah, I think that's what I was wanting to do, and we want to take that request and move it to all of these requesters. All right, and are we totally out of logistic bots by this point? Pretty much, yeah. Okay, let's go to you, and let's call you down, maybe like here? And we'll just steal some of the logistic robots out of you. We never put any in here. Probably should have. I've got 20. I guess that's a start. Get hit by a train. Boy, that was very, very close to death. All right, and then you will time out and move on. Do I need anything else that you have? I don't think so. Why? Why did you go to that station? Maybe when I clicked on it on the map, that said it. I'd really, you'd rather not hang out here. just go home. All right, what did we just grab? Oh, I meant to drop all that off at the nuclear place. We'll remember to do that here soon. What did I grab? Logistics bots. That's what I grabbed. Let's throw another 100 in there, and let's see what that does. Oh, well, I guess we were pretty balanced for where we were. All right, that's good to know. All right, let's take these speed modules out again. All right, and we'll paste them back in there, and that's just so that they will eventually fill up with the requests. That needs to go right there and right there. Okay, so let's see. We've got some red circuit makers here that look like they're in pretty good shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets you guys fully beaconed. Let's take those productivity modules right there. All right, and you guys should now be moving at full speed. We want to put that in there and then double it. So 110, 220, 110. There, and there, but not there. That was not right at all. Don't do that. Don't be silly. Okay, but we actually do need to adjust that. So we'll let that drain out while we come down here and steal modules from these guys again. Oh, I forget. I have mouse over deconstruct. That's going to help significantly. I have my bots turned off because I didn't want them going and basically setting up stuff here. But I forgot we can mouse over deconstruct that, or mouse over Ghost Placer Express and mouse over deconstruct and get those in our inventory without messing up stuff with the bots. All right, you should all be good now. Let's take you out, and replace it with that. That'll get those guys in place, and yeah. All right, kill that request. take all of that stuff. Productivity. Actually, the productivity doesn't matter, right? For the productivity is just a bonus. So I need to stop worrying about that. We're just concerned about the speed modules, and you will go like that. 330, that would be 660. Boy, that seems like a lot. But that will keep you going. We will probably turn these over into long-handed inserters, and boy, I'm wondering if that's even going to keep up. Look at that go. That is a 1 to 2, so we might actually throw an extra chest down here. And one for you. Okay, yeah, that looks like it works. No, we want this chest. We want that to be up here. Take those items out. Take that in. Take that in. That. And that. All right, you guys actually don't have your things set, so we'll take you, so you will eventually get modules. All right, I don't know that I set the requests on these. Nope. There, and there. Okay, so what was that? That was the wire maker? Boy, look at all this wire. It's still backing up. Oh, because that's full. Okay, well that's a problem. That's a problem that I'm okay with. All right, so that'll go there. Let's take our speed modules back out. And replace them with ones that are filled. Replace them better with ones that are filled. And okay, so we got the green circuits, right? You guys are requesting just ludicrous amounts that you're not going through because of the fact that you're not speed moduled yet. All of that should be good. I think we got the red circuits. We got those. So we need to set you guys up next. That should get you fully beaconed. Okay, and we'll set your request there. There. And up there. All right, you guys are basically just going to lag behind until You guys are just going to lag behind until we start making circuits at a reasonable speed. Let's see, that is... that's going to be too far, isn't it? Nope, it's about right. You guys didn't get productivity. It might have actually already been set that way, but now we know it is for sure. Oh, we took the productivity out to experiment. I'm okay with that. Let's see here. You are missing iron. You've got a request for 30 iron. Now it's 90. Okay. Now we've got speed modules all up here, so let's throw them like here. That should get you producing at the max rate. Giving you 150 as opposed to 30. Okay, and I don't think we really need the speed modules there, but we have the increased stuff going on there, so that should be okay. Let's throw another 100 logistic bots in there, just to keep the busy bots up. And we could probably throw them all in here realistically. Let's just go ahead and do that. They will get used up. And let's do a little bit of circle or 7 here, just to see how the robo ports are lining up. Seems to be a fairly popular charging area. Now looking over the other areas here, we've got plenty of robo ports up here. Throw a couple there. It looked like we had some that were waiting around. All right, that is feeling a little bit better. I feel kind of silly sometimes, missing some obvious things here, but you know, I'm just a person. Okay, this is all looking better. I really want to limit these just to 1 stack. The reason being that they buffer up 100 plates inside themselves. So should these ever back up, I don't want the closest machine to gather all the things, because you know they'll just keep producing. Robots are gonna do whatever they can. So if one of these is just crazily over used, I'd rather they spread it out to other machines than just all force it all into one. Especially with the request I have for ore set so high. I feel like that is very high. Not enough to not do it, not enough to fix it, but I just like to talk about things sometimes and realize and let people realize that I do know that I'm doing it incorrectly. I'm not doing it incorrectly intentionally. I just don't care. This module making facility is not on the top 10 list of things that I've architected in Factorio. Well, I don't know. It might be. This might be as good as it gets, folks. But somehow I don't feel like it's going to be. All right. So this is all of this. Bots are moving now. We do have an excess of bots in there. But things are at least producing right now. I don't know that we have any that are like fully producing right now. With the exception of wherever I left those speed beacons. We still have 25 in our pockets. Just kind of looking around in general areas where they may be useful. I'm almost thinking over here in the green circuit area. Let's do kind of like a green-red thing. And, of course, they're going to take it wherever they're going to take it. I tried. It was a noble effort. I should have moved as far away from where I wanted those to go as possible. We'll know next time. All right, so let's just take a look over here. We do not have use set up for things. Let's come up here where all this stuff is like super beaconed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are going right there. That gives 62 for one machine. So 124. $124 plus 55? Is that right? Because each one of these feeds 1 or 2.5. Okay, and let's see. For you, we need that many of those. Those are direct inserted. And you need 31. So 62, 77, was that right? I think so. Because we're feeding 2 of those machines and 1 of these machines. Well, actually, it's 1.5 of those machines. No, it's actually... Okay, that would go there. So that would be 46. And 46, because you needed 15. And the twos come in through here. And you would need 62. 62 and 50, which isn't going to be likely, but we'll be optimistic about things. All right, sure seems awful quiet. Why is it quiet? You need sulfuric acid. You are not getting iron. You're in logistic range. You are. You're just the furthest iron out. Well, let's help you along for now. If I had productivity modules, I would give them to you. Boy, I hope that's not going to be a problem. Yeah, that's just one of those little bot quirks in that chest happens to be the furthest iron chest away. So I'm just hoping that'll take care of itself over time. We will see. All right, let's just do a quick once over here, make sure everything is okay. Actually, we didn't do the module facility up here. For these guys. The numbers should be the same though, so we should be able to copy that chest and paste it there and there. We should be able to copy this chest and paste it right here, but change that to those. And we've already collected them. Uh, 62, 62, and 50. All right, and what did we end up with? Like 1 million speed module 1s? Yeah, let's just throw those into there. Now sulfur. Sulfur because of petroleum. Are we outproducing that? I assume probably so. Turn off the bots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just take all these. Take that line there, that line there, and put that back. All right, so that should get the production, the processing fully beaconed. And I probably should have done the bigger beacon setup there. What is that? Would that be... Was that 16 beacons instead of 12 that go around one of those? But... yeah, that probably would have been a good thing to do. And just throw a couple of these crackers under more speed. That should get petroleum humming a little bit better. Still not perfect, but a little bit better. Make sure we're not backing up on light oil too badly. Or heavy oil. And we may have to look in investing into some pumps. Do I have any on my inventory? Yeah, I do. Let's just see if that got this going again. Nope. Well, I mean, it should control itself automatically as these as things get backed up and we actually are dependent upon these circuits. That should even itself out over time as we fill up on everything in the factory and all these chests get backed up. So I don't know really how much I'm going to worry about it. Let's see. I forget how many pipe segments. Is it 8? 12? I don't remember. We are getting enough coming in, though, right? Boy, I would hope so. Definitely getting enough in. Yeah, I'm wanting to go and fully beacon this setup. Just so we don't have to worry about that being our bottleneck anymore. And it seems like that makes more sense than having all of these speed moduled, since they're not currently producing anything. Oh, am I missing missing one beacon? Is that one touching? Yeah. How did that happen? No idea. Well, it'll get replaced here soon. Well, no, actually it won't. Let's turn that off, and then that'll turn that station on, and then that'll get that populated. All right, let's see. Speed beacons. All right, now this setup should now be fully beaconed. And you should be producing petroleum at max rate. And that should be good. Robot-wise, we still have some to spare. If I put a passive provider chest, like right here, and threw that in there, and that in there, and that in there, and that in there, that and that and that, I wonder if those would eventually make it. And those. Maybe by placing the speed modules there, they'll make it over there into the green circuits. All right, well, that got sulfuric acid kicking again. We got a lot of petroleum in here, and we're producing this stuff. You're still not getting any iron, but hopefully that some poor charitable robot will give you some iron at some point. Boy, I'm not seeing it. All right. Boy, instead of all the things that I didn't fix here, I feel like I fixed a lot of stuff. This hopefully should be good to go now, where we can just kind of sit back and relax. Those aren't going nearly at the speed that I would like them to. Let's move them in a little bit, make them maybe a little bit more attractive. Oh, yeah, look at him go now. All right, yeah. That needed to be done, and I feel much better about things. I am going to run over here to the nuclear setup real quick and get rid of all of this used up uranium fuel cells. Get rid of all these used up uranium fuel cells. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode. Wanted to take a look at power and make sure we were producing that at a reasonable rate, and I think we are. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good one.